Hey guys, welcome back to Cinema Decoded. Today we're talking about a film that, when it came out in 1999, nobody was ready for it. Fight Club. Now look, this is not just a movie about fighting. Not even close. This is one of the most daring, most provocative, most culturally important films ever made. Zero spoilers. Let's go. So what is Fight Club? It's a 1999 drama directed by David Fincher, adapted from Chuck Palahniuk's 1996 novel of the same name. An insomniac office worker crosses paths with a devil-may-care soap maker, and together they form an underground fight club that evolves into something much, much more. That's the surface level. But underneath, this film is a razor-sharp commentary on masculinity, consumerism, identity, and what happens when modern life slowly hollows you out. Let's talk about the cast. Brad Pitt and Edward Norton lead the film, alongside Helena Bonham Carter and Jared Leto. Brad Pitt, as Tyler Durden, is one of the greatest screen performances of the last 30 years. He's magnetic, charismatic, dangerous. You can't take your eyes off him for a single second. Edward Norton, as the unnamed narrator, is the perfect contrast. Quiet, trapped, suffocating. Norton's troubled narrator and Pitt's enigmatic Tyler Durden are both so highly praised for a reason. Together, they create something genuinely unforgettable on screen. David Fincher is one of the most precise directors alive. And Fight Club is him, completely unleashed. His direction creates a visually striking and psychologically intense atmosphere, unlike anything else in cinema. The editing is frenetic and restless. The color palette is cold, grimy, industrial. Everything feels deliberately uncomfortable. And the score by the Dust Brothers perfectly matches that raw, underground energy. The cinematography, direction, and sound design are all celebrated as outstanding. This is filmmaking at its most bold and confident. Here's what makes Fight Club genuinely special. It holds a mirror up to society, and the reflection is deeply uncomfortable. The film explores identity, consumerism, and rebellion in a way that is still completely relevant today. It asks hard questions. What are you without your job? Without your possessions? Without the identity society gave you? It has achieved cult status, sparking debates, and earning a place in cinematic history. And that's because it doesn't give you easy answers. It just asks the question and lets it sit with you. Okay, honest talk. This film is rated R for a reason. It's raw, it's violent, it's provocative. There were mixed initial reviews and critiques about glorifying violence, and some people genuinely find it too dark or too nihilistic. If you're sensitive to graphic content, just be aware of what you're going into. Also, with a budget of $63 million, it only grossed around $100 million at the box office, meaning it was considered a disappointment on release, but history has completely reversed that verdict. Should you watch Fight Club? If you haven't seen it, yes. Absolutely. Without question. This is one of those films that changes the way you think about movies. It sits at number 10 on IMDb's top 250 films of all time, with a rating of 8.8 out of 10 from nearly 2 million voters. That's not an accident. I'm giving Fight Club a 9.5 out of 10. A brutal, brilliant, unforgettable masterpiece. The first rule of Cinema Decoded? Watch Fight Club. That's it for today on Cinema Decoded. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop in the comments. Have you seen Fight Club? What did you think of Tyler Durden? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.